50-30-20 rule, the simple money system that will change your life. Step-by-step guide. Have you ever felt like no matter how much money you make, it just disappears? Like you're working hard, earning more, but somehow you're still stuck? Well, what if I told you there's a simple rule that millions of people use to take control of their finances? And the crazy part? Most people hear about it, but almost no one applies it correctly. Today, I'm going to show you the 50-30-20 rule. But more importantly, I'll reveal the biggest mistake people make with it, a mistake that could be silently keeping you broke. And trust me, once you see it, you won't look at money the same way again, because by the end of this video, you'll have a clear, actionable system to control your money, even if you're starting from zero. Section 1. What is the 50-30-20 rule? The 50-30-20 rule is one of the simplest budgeting systems ever created. It divides your income into three categories: 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings and investments. Sounds easy, right? But here's where most people mess up. They think they understand it, but they don't actually apply it correctly in real life. And that's exactly why they stay stuck. Before I show you how to apply it the right way, you need to understand something that most financial gurus won't tell you. Section 2. The hidden problem with this rule. The 50-30-20 rule is not magic. If you're already living paycheck to paycheck, trying to suddenly follow this rule can feel impossible. Why? Because your expenses are probably already out of control. So instead of forcing the rule, you need to adapt it to your reality first. And in a moment, I'll show you exactly how to adjust it. But first, let's break down each category, because this is where clarity changes everything. Section 3. The 50% needs and why this is where you're losing money. Your needs include rent or mortgage, food, transportation, utilities, insurance. These are essential. But here's the problem. Most people think their needs are bigger than they actually are. Eating out? That's not a need. Subscriptions? Not a need. Upgrading your phone every year? Definitely not a need. And this is exactly where your money is leaking. But wait until you see what happens when you fix this, because it affects everything else. This is where lifestyle lives. Entertainment, eating out, shopping, travel, subscriptions. This category is dangerous because it feels harmless. It's just $10. It's just one more purchase. But those small decisions, they compound into financial chaos. And here's the twist. Cutting all your wants is actually a mistake. Yes, a mistake. Let me explain why. Section 5. Why you should never cut all your wants. If you remove all enjoyment from your life, you'll burn out. And when you burn out, you overspend even more. The goal isn't restriction, it's control. You don't eliminate wants, you design them intentionally. Now here's where everything changes. Because the last 20% is what separates people who stay broke from people who build wealth. Section 6. The 20%. The wealth builder. This is your escape plan. That 20% goes to savings, emergency fund, investments, debt repayment. This is the part that actually builds your future. But here's the harsh truth. Most people don't even reach this step. Why? Because they spend everything before they get here. So how do you fix that? Simple. You flip the system. Section 7. Pay yourself first. The real secret. Instead of spend, save what's left you do. Save, spend what's left. That means the moment you get paid, you immediately move 20% away before you touch anything else. And this one shift alone can completely change your financial life. But there's still one problem most people face. Section 8. What if you can't follow 50-30-20? Let's be real. Not everyone can follow this perfectly. So here's what you do instead. Start with 70-20-10 or 80-15-5, then gradually improve. Progress. Perfection. Because the goal isn't to be perfect, it's to build momentum. And momentum is what creates real change. Section 9, how to implement this today, step by step. Here's your simple plan. 1, calculate your monthly income. 2, track your expenses. This is crucial. 3, categorize everything into needs, wants, savings. 4, adjust slowly. Don't force drastic changes. 5, automate your savings. Automation is key because discipline fades, but systems don't. Section 10, why most people fail with budgeting. Let me tell you something uncomfortable. Budgeting doesn't fail. People fail to stick to it. Why? Because they rely on motivation instead of systems. Motivation fades, systems stay. And in the next section, I'll show you the exact system that removes the need for motivation completely. Section 11, automation, your secret weapon. If you have to think about saving money, you're already losing. The smartest people don't rely on discipline. They automate everything. Automatic transfers, automatic investments, automatic bill payments. And here's where it gets even more powerful, because there's a psychological trick that makes this system almost effortless. Section 12, the psychology of money flow. Your brain adapts to what it sees. If your bank account shows less money, you naturally spend less. It's not willpower, it's perception. But here's the dangerous part. Because there's one invisible enemy that can destroy this system without you noticing. Section 13, the subscription trap. $5 here, $10 there, $15 somewhere else. Subscriptions are silent killers. They feel small, but together, they drain your financial future. And what I'm about to show you next might shock you, because most people don't even realize how much they're losing. Section 14, the real cost of small expenses. Let's do the math. $10 a day, $300 a month, $3,600 a year invested. That could become tens of thousands over time. And this leads to a powerful question. What if you could redirect that money instead? Section 15, redirect, don't restrict. Most people try to cut spending completely. That doesn't work. Instead, redirect your money from useless expenses to assets. And speaking of assets, this is where the real game begins. Section 16, where should your 20% go? Not all saving is equal. Here's a simple breakdown. Emergency fund first, then low-cost index funds, then long-term investments. Wealth is built slowly, but consistently. But here's something most people ignore, and it's costing them years of progress. Section 17, time is your biggest advantage. Money grows with time, not just effort. The earlier you start, the less you need to invest. And this is where most people make a critical mistake. Section 18, lifestyle inflation, the silent enemy. You earn more, so you spend more. That's the trap. Lifestyle inflation keeps you stuck, no matter how much you earn. And escaping this trap requires one powerful shift. Section 19, define your enough number. How much is enough for you? If you don't define it, you'll chase money forever. Clarity creates control. And now, we're about to unlock the final piece. Section 20, building financial discipline. Discipline isn't something you're born with. It's built through repetition. Small wins build confidence. Confidence builds identity. And once you reach this level, everything changes. Section 21, the identity shift. You stop being someone who tries to save money and become someone who manages money intelligently. That identity shift changes everything. And now you understand something most people never will. It's not about the rule. It's about who you become while following it. Section 22, why more money won't fix your problem. Let me be brutally honest. Making more money won't solve your financial problems, because if your habits don't change, your income will rise, but your expenses will rise even faster. And this leads to a dangerous illusion, one that keeps people stuck for years. Section 23, the I'll start later lie. I'll start saving when I earn more. Sounds logical, but it's a trap, because the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to change your behavior. So if not later, Then when? The answer is simpler than you think. Section 24. Start small. Win big. You don't need to save 20% right away. Start with 1%. Yes, just 1%. Because starting small removes resistance, and consistency builds momentum. And once momentum kicks in, something powerful starts to happen. Section 25. The compound effect of habits, small actions, repeated daily, create massive results over time. Saving $5 a day may feel insignificant, but over years, it becomes life-changing. But there's a catch, because most people break consistency for one simple reason. Section 26, decision fatigue, why you quit. Every day you make financial decisions, spend or save, buy or wait, need or want. That constant pressure drains your energy, and eventually you give up. So how do you fix this? You eliminate decisions. Section 27, simplify your financial system. The simpler your system, the more likely you are to follow it. One account for bills, one for spending, one for saving. Clear, simple, effective. And once your system is simple, you unlock something even more powerful. Section 28, financial peace, the real goal. Money isn't just about numbers, it's about peace of mind. Sleeping without stress, living without anxiety, knowing you're in control. That's the real goal. And finally, there's one last truth you need to hear. Section 29, your future is built daily. Every decision you make today is shaping your financial future. Not next year, not someday, today. If you made it this far, you're already ahead of 90% of people. But watching isn't enough. Execution is everything. So here's your challenge. Start applying the 50-30-20 rule today, even if it's not perfect, because your future isn't built by ideas. It's built by actions. Subscribe now for more videos about money, discipline, and financial freedom, because if you don't take control of your money, it will control you.